Hello, this is going to be a quick demo of integration of Tability with Tableau. And by that, what I'm going to talk about is the data connector for Tableau. So a data connector is something that you can use when you want to quickly pull the data for your check-in from a third-party tool into Tability. To illustrate what I'm talking about, so here, this is my key result. I haven't made any update. And so once when I'll do my first check-in, I'm going to click on this button. And so now I have to report the value, like what are the quarterly profits now. Now the issue is I don't have this value available to me now here in Tability. I will have to go to Tableau and then to find the report that has data and then fill in that, copy the value, put it back into Tability, and then now I can start writing my analysis. So in order to save a lot of time, what you can do, you can connect, like any key result can be connected to a data source. And in this case, we're going to connect it back to Tableau. So the first thing that I need to do is to make sure that I have Tableau connected to Tability. So the way you do it, you go to integrations, and then you're going to scroll down in the data connector section. You're going to go scroll down to the bottom to find Tableau. Now you need three things here. You need your website, your site URL, and a personal access token. So the site URL, all you need to do, click on the home page here, and then you need to grab that entire URL here. And then for the personal access token, you go click on your avatar, go to account settings, and then at the bottom here, you will find personal access tokens. So you might need your admin to enable personal access tokens for the organization or for specific users. You might, for instance, create like a Tability user that will have access to the data for your entire Tability workspace. So to create a token here, this is my sandbox, so it doesn't matter if you see this. So Tability dev, I'm going to hit create token. I'm going to get that value here, copy the secret. Obviously, you don't want to share that with people. And then this is what you report here. And then you save it. All right, so now things are connected. And you can verify it by moving to the bottom and make sure that it says connected to Tableau. So now that this is done, I can go back to my key result. So I'm going to go back to my company or OKRs. This is my key result. OK, so now what I need to do, I'm going to hit this button, connect a data source. The other way you can get to there, you can just edit a key result and move to that third tab here. This is a target. This is a data source tab. So now if I open up the data source, I'm going to find Tableau that is available here. But before that, I need to make sure that I have a workbook in Tableau with the right data. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go back to Tableau here. I'm going to go to my home page and I'm going to create that workbook from here. So new workbook. And so I'm not a great Tableau specialist, but I can show you how to create a workbook that works really well with Tability. So this is sample data that I get from Tableau. And so the best thing that you can do is to make sure that you have just maybe one cell here that has the data that you want. Or if you have like multiple data that you want from Tableau that you want to connect to multiple key results, you can add all these different data here. So for instance, what I'm going to take here, I'm going to take the cells and I'm going to move it basically to my rows section. And I'm going to take the profit as well. So now another thing that you can do, if you wanted to filter on things, you could filter on dates. So for instance, here, I think if I do auto date, I could say anything that is 2024. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's say that I wanted to filter on everything 2024. This is what I get. Now I can just publish my workbook and I will call it Tability demo. Okay, publish. All right, so I have my data here. So now that I have this, okay, I'm once again, I'm not like a Tableau expert, but if you can organize the data like this, I'm quite sure that there's a way to have like a column with the name of the data in front of it. But what is important is just that you have added, basically that you can see the actual metric that you want to see into Tability. So from now, I can go back to Tability. I can then pick Tableau. I'm going to find my workbook here, which is the Tability demo. I'm going to select the view. That's the first sheet. And then here, what I'm interested in is profits, right? And then, so from here, what I can do is just select the aggregation type. And in this case, like there's just one value. So I'll just pick sum and save a preview. And this value here should correspond to the value that I have here. 925,926. So that's it. Now I can save this. My data is connected. And so now when I'm going to go to create a check-in, I'm going to see that this value has been now fetched from Tableau and is ready to be used. Now it's a bit below what my goal wanted to be. So I'm going to make myself off track. And then this is where I can start writing my comment and say, this is we're a bit behind. And just to show you that this really reflects what is happening in Tableau, if I just change, if I removed that filter and updated the value, publish, and then I go to create a new check-in, the value should now be way above, right? So we're like in that 292,000 range. And in this case, I would mark myself on track. Okay, so this is how the integration works. So I think the most important part is really to organize your data in Tableau to create a workbook that has all the data that you want. My recommendation is to gather like anything that needs to be tracked in a key result, then try to put it in the same workbook if possible, because then people can find basically when they come to connect things, they will be able to call, like maybe you can call this like OKR workbook, and then all the views and all the data should be present into that page here. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to our team and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you.